Good afternoon, everybody. Today I have a special guest with me, Mike Trimboli from our hometown, Messina, New York. He's a USA Hockey president, and it's going to be exciting to talk to him today. A little different than our usual. Usually we're just IU football. And this is going to be I'm really excited. As you can see, I'm kind of like a little bit nervous, but it's going to be nice to have him on here. We're going to get going here in just 1 second. My co-host is going to be my dad today, which is his birthday today, and he wanted to come on here too. So this is going to be kind of nice to have Mike on here, and then my dad, of course, growing up in Messina, New York, seeing our fellow Messina people do great things in life. But okay.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna add Mike to the stage now. Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, good to go.
Good to go. Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
there he is.
Yeah, here's your mic, Dad. He's not used to this. Sorry, Mike. Well, it's really good to have you on my show. This is quite the honor. Of course, you're the president of USA Hockey. USA Hockey winning 3 gold medals this year. How amazing is that?
Yeah, really unprecedented. But before I get going, first of all, happy birthday to your dad. And I'd kind of be remiss if I didn't send my congratulations on to IU football with the big championship win. So congratulations to Hoosier Nation out there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Hoosier Nation. We're big Hoosier fans. We moved out here in 1989. Of course, I came back to Messina to play a year at high school hockey there. And I was so excited. It was amazing that I got to do that. And I feel honored, and it's one of the best things in my life. USA Hockey, though, boy, after a win like this, 3 gold medals, that just boosts USA Hockey to the next level.
Yeah, really unprecedented. And kudos to our women's team and everything that they've done, the men's team and our Paralympic team to fight through all the adversity and to bring home 3 gold medals, the first time ever a nation has completed the gold medal hat trick and swept the Olympics. Really proud of the effort, not only of the teams, but our staff, our coaches, everybody involved that made this happen. It's a long process. It begins in our development programs throughout the United States, and you can't get to the pinnacle of where we're at now without the grassroots volunteers and building a strong foundation all across the United States. It's Olympics in general tend to see a surge in registrations and everything afterwards. But now we've inspired that next generation so much. We've started some Try Hockey for Free events that we had planned post Olympics, and looking to see the numbers that come in from that. But we're expecting a real drive in membership and pushing things forward. I mean, we're at great levels now, having over 560,000 players registered. And I'm not sure if you'd heard or not, but we just eclipsed a milestone of having over 100,000 female participants registered in USA Hockey, and we're really proud of that.
That is amazing. Now, Indiana University actually has a hockey team, but they're D2. They've actually won national championships at that level, and we have a men and women's team there. We've been trying to push really hard for Scott Dolson to get us a Big Ten hockey, because the Big Ten hockey is very good. I mean, very good league. We're trying hard. But ECAC just got over with, and you were over there, weren't you, for that, like Placid at the 80s?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to go up there. I was invited in by the ECAC commissioner, Doug Christensen, to be a part of their weekend up there. Of course, being so close to home and the iconic venue of the 1980 Miracle on Ice and the gold medal, our second gold medal in men's hockey ever for USA Hockey. Had an opportunity to go up there and drop the puck for the second game, and did an interview between periods with the broadcast team.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. What an honor that is. Actually, a true story. I got to meet her, Brooks. I was playing in the Minnesota Junior League Hockey League for the Deerwood Devils in Junior A, and got to meet Herbie. I won't go through the circumstances why I had to meet Herbie, but yeah, I got to meet him though. I was a goalie, and we were playing, and I got a little bit. Anyway, But yeah, it was really an honor to meet him, and as it is to have you on here. And it's amazing. 100,000, the females starting to play the game is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an important part of what we do, and we try to make hockey as accessible to anybody that wants to play the game. And our female numbers have just grown exponentially since 1998 in Nagano, when that first team won the gold medal, on to today. The women's side of the program has just grown by leaps and bounds, and we've got female participants playing with the boys. We've got the female only teams, and then obviously the pinnacle through our under 18s. Internationally, our under 18 team just won a gold medal as well in their competition, and we're looking forward to the Women's World Championship coming up in November.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, like, I was a coach and of course a player. I was a coach at the high school level, JV in high school level in Bloomington, Indiana. I coached with him, my old man, but and I was a goalie coach at Mitch Korn's school at Miami, Ohio. And I was a referee too. So I've done all three phases of like USA hockey is what I'm trying to say. And I think that Messina in general brought us up to be a hardworking bunch. I mean, it's amazing what some of us have done, and a lot of us have done, not just in hockey, in life, because we're brought up that way in that small community that everybody knew everybody and everybody looked out for everybody and taught you the right way. You know?
Tell Mike what your mom said about being a goalie when I brought you home.
Yeah. It was funny because when I was an out player actually in Messina, and I played out. I was a centerman, and it was in Bantams, I believe, wasn't it, or Pee Wee? Yeah, we didn't have Pee Wee. We didn't have enough goalies, so I said, "Well, I'll put the pads on." My mom got, she goes, "You and your dad are walking back home." I'm not having a goalie as a son, and it ended up turning out pretty good for me. I mean, of course, we won the state championship in hockey in Messina. That was an honor, and I lost 2 state championship hockey in Indiana. We got to the finals there. We've had some good Indiana hockey players, and there's a deep roots of hockey actually in Indiana. Jeremy Roenick played up at Culver. You have Jack Demers was a coach in Indianapolis, and Wayne Gretzky was a player for the Indianapolis Checkers. We have had some good hockey players come out of the Indiana area. A lot mostly from the north part, but had some good hockey there. Have you noticed a boost in the states that are southern states in hockey?
Yeah, it's really interesting. For a time period years ago, we always used to talk about non-traditional hockey markets. You talk about your Arizonas, your Californias, Texas, your southern states, some of your Midwest states, but truly in today's day and age, and the way hockey's developed over time, and the way that we've brought hockey along and made it as accessible as possible to everybody, we don't use that term non-traditional markets anymore, because everybody is a traditional market. I mean, you've got Austin Matthews coming from Arizona. You've got 3 NHL teams in California. Your Midwest teams are just unbelievable. And hockey has grown exponentially in all areas across the United States. And we only hope to see that continue to grow and continue to foster and flourish with time, especially coming off this triple sweep. It's been really good. But, getting back to, you talking about your hockey history, I myself was an official starting out and have coached for over 30 some years now, and now on the administration side and playing as well. And it gives you a really different perspective on the game. And you view the game totally different, having been an official. You view the game different, having been a player, and understanding the mental aspects that go into playing such a fast-paced game and having to make decisions at a moment's notice. And it just makes you a better person all around. And of course, coming from the small blue-collar town of Messina, New York, just only makes things better for you, because you appreciate the little things in life that much better.
That's a true fact that you do appreciate the little things. A lot of people that come out of there are amazed by what is out there when they leave Messina and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's just amazing that some of our people have done at going out from leaving small town Messina and how they've done great in their lives. I had one more question for you now. I was on the select, tried out for select 17s, or was it 16s? I can't remember.
17s, I think.
17s. But anyway, I was in the Chicago Showcase, Hockey Night in Boston. I was in all those. But when I was playing junior hockey, it was funny to me. I had a couple of guys from California. And when I went to Kemble Union Academy in New Hampshire, KUA, I had players from all over the world on that team. But the question I have for you is like, well, I don't know how I wanted to phrase this. I'm sorry, Mike. I just drew a blank. But when you're the president, so do you pick the coaches and the coaches pick the players, or how does that work?
No, it's we have a staff. So you have the volunteer side of USA Hockey that administers hockey all across the United States, and then we have a staff in Colorado Springs that's led by our executive director Pat Kelleher, and within that staff you have the international group led by John Van Beesbrook, former goalie. You may be aware of. And John does a great job overseeing that, and we have Dan Brennan on the Paralympic side, and Katie Million is on the women's side that kind of oversee all of that. And so they put together like a management group, and that management group for the women, of course, it's a little different with the men. You know, for the women, we've had John Robleski in there for quite a extended period of time here, and he's done a great job leading that women's program with Jason Skiba and Brent Hills as assistants, and drawing a blank, Sherry Dickerson from Minnesota State, Mankato, and she's done a great job with them as well. And we actually brought in Jack and Quinn Hughes' mom, Ellen Hughes, and she does a lot on the professional and personal side with the women there. So we've had that coaching group in place, and we have clinics, or not clinics, we have identification camps in Lake Placid where we bring in players for not only our U18 team but U22s, and then our national team players, and that's where we had the most of the tryouts for the Olympic team to come down to that final roster, and then you do some evaluation with the PWHL teams that are going on as well. On the Paralympic side, they have their independent staff, and Coach Dave Hoff has been there for some time now, leading that group, and has done a tremendous job with his cadre of coaches and staff. And they had their tryout camp in Boulder, Colorado, and finalized their team. Now on the men's side, it's a little bit different because now you've got the NHL players that are involved, and thanks to our great partnership with the NHL, we're able to utilize the NHL players for the Olympics. And so we named some time ago, Mike Sullivan as our head coach.
Sully.
Bill, yep. And who has a tie to Messina, if you didn't know that, through Tommy Dion. And then we had Bill Guerin come in as our general manager, and we have a management group that consists of several NHL GMs that kind of oversee this process. And you know, it all starts with identifying the top 44 players that come in, and we had a pre-Olympic camp of sorts, not skating, but more of an orientation camp in Plymouth, Michigan, and brought in our top 44 players at the time to do that orientation camp. And we leave it to the professionals to pick the team. So Chris Kelleher with the Minnesota Wild is our head person on players, and it's they do a phenomenal job identifying players and picking the right team. You know, it's never easy. It's always hard, and no matter what you pick, you're going to be second guessed. But from my chair, I just kind of sit back and enjoy and let the professionals do their work, and trust and have faith and confidence in what they do on a daily basis.
Yeah, Bogosian's over there in Minnesota Wild too, right?
Yep. Aaron's working and Zach's playing for sure.
Yeah, but so what's up next for you? Like what? Because I know you're a busy man. Like you're going all over the place right now. You just got back from Milan, and then you were for the ECAC in Lake Placid at the Herb Brooks rink, at 1980 rink. And where do you go now?
Yeah, so like you had said, there are 3 trips to Milan. I never been to Italy, and I ended up making 3 trips, have to juggle my high school schedule. And thanks to the, Messina High School for allowing me to do those things, I kind of formulated my schedule around the Olympics. So I could plan accordingly, had some games, had a little break, went over to Milan, got to see the 3 men preliminary games and the women's quarterfinal game, had to come back for the last week of the season, had 3 games, and then had our senior game on Saturday afternoon. I finished at about 3:30, went home, grabbed a bag, jumped in the car, drove to the airport, and made it to Milan in time for the gold medal game, and flew back the next morning. Finished out the season and went back for the Paralympics.
Jeez.
Yeah. So coming up, actually, I was supposed to leave today, but I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. I've got 4 sites in 5 days for USA Hockey's Nationals all across the United States. I'll be heading to Buffalo for girls Tier 1, and then after that, I'll be traveling over to Green Bay, Wisconsin, go to Plymouth, Michigan, up to Rochester, Michigan, travel back to Plymouth for a National Team Development Program game on Friday night, and then catch a flight back to Buffalo for another day of the girls Tier 1 before I come home.
Wow.
So that's about a week in a nutshell.
Then you have your finally a break, huh? For a little bit.
Well, not really. I mean, I'll have the school break, so I'll take a little vacation during the school break there coming up for the high school, and then I'll head to Washington for the Willie O'Ree Congressional Gold Medal celebration. That'll be happening there on the 16th, and a couple other things coming up, and I'll culminate Men's World Championships are coming up at the end of during the month of May, and I'll be traveling over to Zurich for the International Ice Hockey Federation meetings, which we're a part of, and we sit in on as a part of those meetings. But those occur during the Men's World Championships, which we won last year, another gold medal for the first time in 92 years. It's a great time for USA Hockey. I don't like to brag, I don't like to be boastful, but we've had some great success on the international stage with men's gold, women's gold at the World Championships. Just recently, I said gold medal in the U18s. We won the Parasled World Championships last year as well, gold medal, and it's a really good time. We went into these Olympics, kind of made the bold statement that we expected to come home with 3 gold medals. There was a time when Team USA went to the Olympics and these international competitions and went there just to compete. Now we go there with an expectation to win, thanks to all the development programs that have happened across the country, and we've put us in a great spot to have an expectation to win now.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is amazing. So you're head coach at Messina now?
I am. I've been there for it's my 17th season. 17
years. So when you come in after Timmy Long?
So I came in after Ed Latham, actually. Ed was there. No. So I was an assistant with Ed. I coached him alone for 10 years through the 90s as an assistant. And then came over in 2000 and did 4 or 5 years with Eddie Latham as an assistant. Then took 4 years off and came back as a head coach in 2009.
Wow. Nice. I did not realize you were there that long. I'm sorry.
Oh.
But that's amazing. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming on. I know you're a busy man. Have a great trip out there for the trip again. So it's very nice to have you on. Thank you so much. I am so appreciative to have you on this program with me. It's usually a football thing, but I had to reach out to you, and I'm gonna also get Matt Reed on here too for his area, because a lot of kids at IU are from his district of hockey where he's at. So, Matt's
a great guy. Another guy I coached years ago, and he's a great kid. Comes from a great family, and actually, my cousin is a huge Indiana football fan. He traveled to all the games and national championship, and graduate of Indiana University, and he's a diehard Hoosier.
Oh, that's awesome!
And last night, I actually watched the movie Hoosiers after the.
You watched the movie
after one of the NCAA basketball games.
That's crazy. Yeah, our basketball team's not been very good the last couple of years, but we'll get there. I mean, it was amazing to have us win a national championship. My dad got kind of famous for the old coaching staff because we're at a talk show, a coach's show, And Dad went up there and told him, "Hey, it's a business coach." And he ended up being going viral on that. What's that mean?
I was not talking about the head coach, by the way. I was talking about the offensive coordinator because he kept calling the same play on the goal line, and every team in the league knew what he was going to call and stop us.
Yeah. Anyway, that was funny.
That's
Dad.
all good.
But it's all good. So we're not allowed to ask questions anymore at the coach's show. Well, thank you for being here so much. Good luck in the future here with the next phase and what you're doing. Let's go Well, I have to say Raiders, not Red Raiders anymore. Go Raiders.
What's a Raider? Always a Raider.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you taking the time having me on here. And I know, like you said, it's a little bit outside your box with hockey as opposed to football, but it's a great time for USA altogether. I mean, it was just I still can't stop watching all the videos and seeing what the support was from America and supporters of USA and being American at early morning hours, filling up bars and homes and watch parties and everything all across the United States in support of our teams. And it really shows you the touch point that sports has on a nation, and we got to keep that going.
Yeah, we do. Well, thank you very much, Mike Trimboli, everybody, the USA Hockey President. Thank you very much. It's an honor to have you. Thank you.
Thanks. Enjoy your birthday.
Good night, everybody, please. Back home.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Bye. Mike Trimboli, everybody. That was great to have him on here. Now we're going to go on to the next phase. The Indiana Spring Ball started today. Practice start today. Yep. Yeah, and we have a lot going on. I mean, we have to redo a lot of our team. A lot of our team left is a lot of our players going to the draft, and some are graduating and going on to the adult world. So this is going to be an amazing time. We have some breakup here. Left tackle Carter Smith's coming back. I
think I saw that.
He's not going into the draft, which is amazing. And
I can't hear, so I don't know what's being said.
But it's fine. You just talk. But yeah, it's on.
It's on.
It's on. Yeah. So left tackle Carter Smith coming back. Then we have our guard coming back too. Yep. Drew's coming back, and at center, Ray Lynch is going to be our center for next year.
I did not know that.
Yeah, right guard is Bruner, a transfer from
portal, right?
Transfer portal edition, which is our right guard, and our right tackle is going to be a Johnny who subbed in a lot at the tackle position when Benson was dealing with his foot injury. So right now, I mean, looking at the base, it looks pretty good. On our offensive line, we're actually, I think, too deep in most of the positions, which is amazing that we've never had the depth like this before. So it's a pretty amazing thing. But yeah, it's nice to have Mike Trimboli on here. It was great to have him on here, and I'll add it to all the sites here after I get done all the things. But yeah, but we're talking the football team now. This is pretty cool. That, like I said, our team is looking very good for this upcoming year, and our defense is really coming up. On the defensive side of the ball, we're having a lot of players coming in. Offensive side of the ball, we've got some new running backs coming in, but we still have good running backs that are here. Tight end position is a question to me. It's the only position that I have a question on. I know that Barker is a very good tight end. I always wonder if we're going to move someone over, but on the offensive side, we'll stay out of that. Turbo Richard comes in from Boston College. Yeah, that's a hockey school. Maybe how they always said Indiana's a basketball school. Well, BC is a good hockey school. And so we have Trimboli Richard coming in from Boston College. So our running back room is 3 deep, which is very good. Our tight end room is the one that I worry about because we're going to have 2 transfers coming in, one from Miami and one from. Sorry, I'm having a situation. My co-host left me. Of course, our quarterback is going to be Josh Hoover. I've really liked him a lot on film. I really liked what he's looks like. He still has some things to learn. He's going to have to learn a whole new offense. And he was a very good quarterback coming from TCU. And yeah, I know it was you that was riding in my Uber, by the way. I know you had a different name, but anyway. But yeah, it's going to be nice to have him be our starting quarterback. We have really good depth at quarterback, I think, with Grant Wilson projected to be the second string. But I'm telling you what, Tyler Cherry might surprise some people this year as being the second string. And, Jacob Bell, very good quarterback too. As the question is, how fast can he get into it, and how fast he can get into it, and everything. So that's kind of nice. But if you can hold on 1 second, I'm going to add someone else to my. Does he want to come on too? One second. Hey, Chase, how are you doing?
Good, Dad. I tried to call you.
My phone was off. I'll send you a link. You want to come on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, clean your hair up first.
I love you.
But we're going to add my son on here now, and we'll talk a little bit about the football team. He's calling in from Bloomington. I didn't know that he would be able to do this. So I'm going to add him to the screen real quick. I'm doing this by myself because I lost my co-host. He went bye-bye. And I did not expect to have Chase come on here today. So this will be kind of interesting. I've never done it this way before. So. 1 second. I'm sorry for this, people. I'm trying to do multiple things at once, and it's hard. Okay, I got it. But yeah, so I added him to the Facebook app, and hopefully he'll come back on here in a minute, and I'll add him on the screen once he gets here. But like I was saying, our offensive line looks really good. I'll get back to the from the quarterback position now into the running back position. Shaz Preston has looked really good as a running back also. I mean, really, he's a wide receiver. I mean, looked really good. Tyron Morris, of course, looked really good. The guy, I'm really interested to see this wide receiver room is going to be very, very good this year. Of course, we have Charlie Becker and Nick Marsh coming in from Michigan State. Great wide receiver, and quick, long, is really good hips, really good catching the ball in all 3 levels of football. So that's going to be really nice. Like I said already, I told you our offensive lineman, tight end is my biggest question I have. But we'll have to see what happens. Andrew Barker is who I'm kind of keying in as our starter for now. He's a very good tight end on film I've seen, and so that's nice. But yeah. So I went through the offense. Now I'm going to go over to the defensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball looks like we're going to be in very good shape on the defensive side of the ball. We've got some major guys coming in to this program. Can you hear me, Chase? I can't hear you. There you go.
Hello, everybody.
What to do, Chase?
Huh?
No, he didn't have to tell you what to do. My son Chase is on camera today, and we're here with my dad and son. But yeah, defensive line, Chase. I was just talking about through the offensive side of the ball and how we look very good. How do you think about the defensive side of the ball? Do you think we look really good there?
Man, we are stacked at the defensive ball. You know, critics are already talking about how well performed we're going to play this year, which kind of spooks me a little bit, to be honest with you.
Right.
I mean, we have edge rusher from Notre Dame. We got 2 people from Kansas. I mean, both of these guys are like, they'll play, and all the time that I've watched, like film wise on these guys, they've always made a play.
Yeah.
What do we got? We have Ndukwe. We got Osanami, which I'm probably saying his last name terribly wrong. Burnham.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he is a beast. I've watched his film, and another guy is Yelly.
Yelly.
Yeah, he the H is silent, so I'm trying to. Jelly. I don't know. Sorry, bud. I'm sorry for doing that. If you're listening, well, if you're not listening because you're at practice, but
Man,
yeah.
Can I nerd out for a second? 1 second. USA. That was cool.
Did you like that?
Oh, I love that.
You didn't know I was doing that.
I knew you were doing it. I just didn't know when you were doing it.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
I did a good job with it.
Oh, yeah, you did a great job with it.
Thanks.
So much you even had the little Canadian side out of me going. But I was laughing about it because I was like, dang, you know, maybe he's just telling my dad, you know. And then I wake up this morning and I see her live and I'm like, is that dude wearing a USA thing on him?
No, this one here.
And yeah, he was.
Good.
Okay, but yeah, we're trying to do some things here. I did not expect to have a second guest on there, and I forgot my headphones for the second person because Dad came on. But yeah, well, let's get back to it though. Our linebacker core. I tell you what, you know, of course we got Hardy and Jones back. You know, and Caden Turner there too, and then Jeff Usner is coming in. So we have a very good defensive line. Tyree Tucker, of course, Mario Landino's coming back on the defensive line. And we got some really good players that came in as freshmen. Let's see how fast they get up to speed, you know, for that. This is a very important time for a lot of players, the spring ball, to show coach.
Yeah. April 23rd on a Thursday, I believe. The spring game happens. And very excited to see what these guys do.
Yeah, it's going to be a night game, isn't it? I think
Yeah, it should.
Thursday night. But anyway, yeah, it'd be really interesting to see what they do and everything else. So, like I said, the linebacker room looks really good. Quentin Clark looks good, and really nice there. Cornerbacks, Chase, the cornerbacks. You know, D'Angelo Tom's going into the pros, and he's probably going to be a first or second round pick that we lost. Of course, on the offensive side of the ball, we lost Omar Cooper. You know, he was a junior too. Fernando Mendoza, junior. You know, we lost them to the pros also. But on the defensive side of the ball, we got some key players that from last year that are no longer with us. The cornerback and safeties.
Man, I hope that the next man's ready to go. You know, that they're ready, because now we have an expectation to play at
A high level.
a high level. And
Yeah. Caden, of course, you know, and Ryan Gandian is here, and Jamari Sharp is back for another year. But he's huge player at cornerback. He was actually down the other side too season and made some big plays that doesn't see, but he's a really good cornerback.
well, this is going to be Jamari Sharp's defensive core now. You know, he's going to be the guy that's been there, has done it, and it's his turn to make sure everything's on the line.
Right.
You know, and that's why I think coaches are going to have expectation for him to compete at.
Yeah. That Rylan Gandy, I haven't honestly seen much film on him. Have you?
No, I haven't, to be honest with you. My brain's been kind of turned off since I've been back at work.
AJ Harris, though, I've heard some good things about him too.
Yeah, Harris, he had a little bit of time. He can twist his hips real well, find the ball, make plays when plays need to be met.
Carson Williams was a player that I'm interested to see at cornerback.
Yeah. Harris has the same aspects, I think, as Jamari. You know, he's a ball hawk. He can lock you down real quick. Like I said, this is going to be Jamari's team. And I hope that they all can compete at a high level, because that's where our expectations are at right now.
Yeah. I think there might be some. Of course, we have Amari Farrell coming back, and you know he's definitely locked in. And then Preston Zachman is coming in from the transfer portal, and you really like him. You really, really like him.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot based on what I've seen, what he could do at the last team he played at. He wasn't my first. I'm being completely honest. He wasn't my first go-to. I wanted Coy Parrish out of Minnesota. I wanted him real bad.
Yeah.
You know, Parrish was my go-to guy, but Zachman was probably going to be my second or my third.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Carson Williams, cornerback Carson Williams, it looks like he's going to be a very good cornerback too. He came in too. He's been here for a while. So
yeah.
That's,
He came in and played some.
yeah, he did come in and play some, Dad. You know, the one of the safeties that I'm really interested in seeing, Preston Zachman's going to be an amazing second. But our third safety, that third safety position is like what we call a striker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple of players there that I think are going to be battling out for the next position. Really, you know, Bell was a good safety when he come in. So I'm really excited to see what that is, how we do. Amari, it's going to be nice, but yeah, so we're pretty much done with that right there. Byron Baldwin, what do you think about him?
Ooh. It's hard for me to talk about somebody when I pause. I haven't really gotten past the Zachman yet. That Baldwin hasn't been someone I've researched a lot about.
He was on the team last year. He got to
Was
have
he?
some time, yeah. But yeah, I think he's going to be one of the battlers for that number 3 safety position.
Oh yeah.
But we'll have to see with that. But
Still starstruck about USA. Holy crap.
yeah, it wasn't to have the USA Hockey on here. Mike, thanks. I can't thank Mike Trimboli enough. I should have done more research. I didn't realize that he was a hockey coach at Messina for this long.
I didn't either when he told us.
Yeah. So that was very cool to have him on here. Yeah, USA Hockey has gone up in popularity a lot in the last 10 years, I would say.
Yeah, I wish I would have told a lot of the Cena guys about him being on. I should have. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, after I get done and edit and stuff, I'll have a replay of it on YouTube.
Okay, I'll let him know.
And then also I'll have it on X and Facebook Live, and
Okay.
so a lot of your Messina people can see that and see someone they grow up with.
Big name.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, and later I'm going to have Matt Reed on. I didn't get a hold of him today because this was kind of thrown together at the last minute, Chase. And Matt Reed was a freshman when I was a junior/senior at Messina, and he ended up going and playing to the next level. So, and now he's a coach and manager of a team on the East Coast. So it's going to be nice to have him on too. Been talking to him forever, and I don't know, maybe some other couple of our other coaches that are out there in the coaching world, like he was saying, Tom Dion was a defenseman at Messina, and he was a football player too. Wasn't he a football player for you, Tom Dion? Mike Robot was too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they were really good athletes all together. I'm going to cut this show short today. The water looks really nice, and nobody in my fishing spot.
Chase's fishing spot, by the way.
Yeah, Chase's.
Yeah, I own that spot. Sorry, Pops.
You own that spot.
He owns that spot.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go do some fishing. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to edit this and stuff and go on to the next thing. I don't know exactly when we'll be live again. Chase and I have to get some things together because we're going to be doing a night show. I'm thinking maybe Thursday night or Friday night doing a night show because he has to work. So I don't know. Well, we're going to talk about that, get our stuff together, and then I will post it when we're doing our really good show. But right now it was kind of like put together really fast. I didn't have time to study a lot of things that I usually study for the football team and stuff like that. But I'll be getting back to Hoosier Faithful, and we'll be talking about the coaching staff, the new coaches that come in, some of the coaches that came in from our team that are now on the coaching staff, in addition of more recruiting coaches that are allowed now. So that's going to be an interesting topic to have for IU recruiting wise for football. But so Chase, thanks for being with us.
Don't forget spring game. When is it?
Spring game is April 23rd.
Yep, Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Yep, I'm ready for it.
Because you're going to come down and get me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we are. We are coming down to get you, aren't we?
Yep, you're coming down to get the car and bring it back home.
Yeah.
Full of stuff.
Full of stuff that would make trip number 5 for me this winter.
Yeah, first time ever. You've done more than me this year, Dad.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Well, thanks for coming on, Chase. I didn't know that you were at home today. I thought you were at work, but
Yeah.
so I'll talk to you later. I'll give you a call here in a little bit. Okay.
All right,
thanks,
Dad.
thanks for my dad coming on with me today. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday. He sent one to me.
Yeah, Dad can't hear because I didn't bring the second headphones. I forgot. So, but anyway, thanks for coming on, Chase. Thank you to Mike Trimboli. Go USA. God bless.
USA.
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 USA. Trump dance.
No.
All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.